everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery, and over there, this time, on the computer is Don.
Hello.
Hello, he says. Are you guys ready to talk about the Candy Corn Quilt Shop? I have a lot of things to show you guys and a couple of good discoveries and great ways to get going on it. So, why don't we get started?
Okay.
Desk.
Desk's up.
All right, so this is what you get with the embroidery program. So I'm going to show you guys options and explain some stuff to you and, let you know what's optional and what isn't. So you get the book and the CD. Now, we had a little problem that none of our computers in this house have a CD player. So it took me a minute to remember if you want to do a CD, you got to find a friend who has a CD-ROM. They don't make them anymore. Or you can pick up one of these guys. Asus is a good name. Apple also makes them, and you just plug it into your USB and it can read the CD. So that's kind of a lifesaver.
They're relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, we got the higher end because we've learned you get what you pay for. So, I mean, this is probably only the third time I've used it, but I'm actually super glad I have it. So let's put that back out of the way. So this is what you get. Now, this book is awesome. And we're going to flip through some of it, not all of it, but some of it. So organization, so getting started, they suggest you put all your fabric in baggies and mark them. Now what I did is I put them in the pages where it was, but then I realized, well, I'm just going to dump it out when I'm showing you guys. So I changed my mind on that and I just stacked them up. So if you are lucky enough to get all the fabric that goes with it, that's one option, is to get the fabric. This is how much you need. Now, I didn't do that because it wasn't available. So, yeah, we didn't. Embellishments. Okay, this is the fun of the whole thing. What I got was this. Now, this is also optional, but I think it's really cool, really a lot of fun. So it is the embellishment kit. So all the little things that you see, like the ribbon, the dress, the quilts that the witches are holding up, they're all in here. You can see how cute that is. Now, you don't have to have this, of course. I just find it fun. And I don't have a ton of these little pieces of leather and sparkly stuff. So I thought, why not? Why not? So if you're going to do something, do it all the way. That's what I say. So I'm going to enjoy this, playing around with this. But you don't have to have it, and you don't have to have the fabric. You can just wing it for sure. So this shows you how to cut the fabric. I never pay attention to that for sure. All about fusing and how to put everything, to hoop it, but I'll show you guys that in a minute. Now, trimming instructions. I went ahead and I bought these rulers. Now, they're special orange pop rulers. And this is what they look like. And they're here, and you're meant to cut on the inside. See the little grooves there? That's for your rotary cutter, and you stop at the end. So then you, excuse me, and then you have a nice corner. Now, these are pretty cool. I had to play around with it. You can't really use a small rotary cutter. It doesn't work because it doesn't get into the corner. Very difficult to do sitting down. So stand up and you'll get better cuts. And also super handy is to have a cutting board that turns. I should have moved it a bit closer. Ones like this, I've got a bigger one, and it just makes it a whole lot easier to accomplish your goal. This one's obviously too small, but we are going to get into that on Wednesday's vlog. So I am going to talk about that more then. So now for each one, they show you exactly what to do. Excuse me. So what I did, look, I just dug out all of my Halloween fabric, and between charm squares and layer cakes and rulers, I made short work of everything. So what I've done is I've just made piles. So then I know what I'm doing, which is awesome. So kind of what I did is, if you look here, this one's green. So I picked a green background, that sort of thing. And one thing I would highly recommend on your background fabric, I ironed on some fusible stabilizer. So not interfacing, you need a little more than interfacing, but fusible stabilizer. And we're going to use that plus mesh stabilizer. Did you have a question, Dawn?
C. Lombard wants to know if you suggest both sets of rulers.
I only got one, but I think I'll probably get the other one just because I think they're handy, and there's literally nothing better than having the right ruler for the job. I think I'll use them. I would still rate the Sweet Pea rulers far ahead of that so far, but I just got these orange ones. But I use the Sweet Pea rulers just about for every stitching. So yeah, I got the ones that, the rectangle ones that apply for this mostly. So, okay, so fusible, so prepare all your fabric. These are the applique, and there's nothing on them. So I just made myself a pile. Look at all this glorious stuff. Isn't that neat? So I didn't have, obviously, the exact fabric, so I kind of matched it up. Black, spider webs, purple, just because I really liked the look of everything. You can come up with ideas for yourself. I stitched these ones out, and I'm going to show you guys. So here lies empty bobbins. So
like
the background's black. It's got a little bit of orange stars in it. And here lies an unfinished quilt. May it rest in pieces. And this one I haven't cut yet, and I'm going to leave it and show you guys that on Wednesday. And this one I did cut down. So here lies Alma's scraps. So the benefit of using the rulers, if you are slightly on the less than perfect side of sewing, you're still going to have gorgeous seams because these are lovely straight lines and everything matches up. So to me, that's a huge benefit. It's all squared up for you. So when you go to stitch it together, look, these will be perfect. So you'll be stitching it like this, and a 1/4 inch seam, and everything will be straight. So nice. I'm going to say, to me, that's a big benefit. I'm pretty good at sewing. I'm getting a little bit better, but this is going to make it easier.
You're getting a lot better.
Yes, getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
However, I can't stitch a straight seam from crooked fabric. So, yeah, that's the benefit to me, and that is exactly why I got them. So, once you're done stitching, you put them in the ruler, which I've got the smallest one right here. And
what fusible stabilizer do you recommend?
The one I have is from Super Punch on Amazon, and it's fusible stabilizer. So it looks exactly like the no-show mesh stabilizer, but it's fusible on one side. And that's what I've used. And, you know, it's done a pretty good job. So this is what you would do. You line it up, kind of, they give you a few extra rulers, including this really cute one. It's hard for you guys to see the lines, but, you know, you can just probably get a good idea. You want the same space, top, bottom, and sides. And if I had a rotary cutter in the mat, you just cut on the inside. So they are a little bit different. You cut on the inside. Now the outside shape here is a sweet pea ruler because I just find it easier just to do that. So another thing I'd like to mention, a lot of people have these Halloween designs, and this one is pretty new and I just love it. But I kept looking at it thinking, wow, this is going to be a big job. I am going to tell you that it isn't. It really isn't a big job. It is 5x7 hoop friendly. Believe it or not. 5x7. Can you believe the whole quilt can be done in a 5x7 hoop?
Well, that's nice.
I think so, yeah. Now, you can use bigger hoops for some of the ones, and I'll show you, but they give you the split files so you can do it in 2 5x7 hooping. Awesome. So, yeah, if you take it piece by piece, it's really easy. It's really easy.
Couple of questions.
Yes.
Do we wash and dry the fabric first, Judy Quilt's asking?
I do not. People are of different opinions for that. I don't. I just have everything put away and I use it.
And C. Lombard, any background quilting?
Okay, that is another thing actually that I just found out. I snooped around on the Kimberbell site and they have quilting. I think you get something astounding like 400 files. And there's some that are made exactly precisely for these blocks. So you would put your hoop your fabric and your stabilizer, do the quilting, and then do the applique. So yes, there are. And I think it's downloadable too. But it's all Halloween, different Halloween ones in just about every size that you can imagine. So yes. I don't have that, so there's no quilting on mine. Although I may quilt myself some of the bigger ones just using Design Center. Sounds like a video. But yeah, it's really, see right here, this one, I would need the square set for that, and I don't have it yet.
I might need to get it.
Maybe. I just wanted to experiment first. So this is what we're going to be stitching out today. Eek. Yes. Eek. You can see here, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there are specific quilting stitches behind it. So all of these, again, 5x7. This is a bigger one, but you can split it into 2 parts, which is awesome. Or if you have a bigger hoop. Now these rolls of fabric are in the embellishment part, which is really cute. Nice. But you can put your own fabric over it. So the idea is the fabric matches what you're using, which I thought is really cute. And look at this one. So it's kind of 3D. There's a little dress and there's a little ribbon, and these things are what you get with the embellishment. So
those little embellishments make a big difference.
Yeah,
just a little detail.
Yeah, I like it. Like the couch is leather, the roof on this one is leather, and you just get pieces big enough that will work. I mean, if you have everything, that's great. But they do tell you every single step of everything, what to do, how to do it. One that I noticed that would be really good is the thimbles here. It's in silver vinyl. I think that's groovy. So more 5x7. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the embellishments. So these witches are holding up quilts that Kmberbell has released. So this apparently was the first one, and this is in the embellishment. So that's kind of what I like about it. Oh, those buttons! I see what they are. They're fingers. I wondered where they applied. Look, see here. I was like, what the heck is that? But if you look at it, it's perfect. It's witch fingers. What was I thinking? Awesome. So the instructions are very clear, very wonderful. They show you how to use the sparkly vinyl properly. And if you don't have the embellishment kit, then just do what you want with fabric or anything like that. So isn't that cute? So I also have this one, the Haunted Boulevard. And I think that's so cute. It's a mini, so it's probably 1 by 4 inches or something. But buttons, that's in the embellishment kit. But isn't that cute? I just thought it was adorable.
I like that one.
Yeah, yeah. And then this one is another quilt. I don't have this one, but all the witches holding up the quilts. I just think it's adorable. This is another part that I really like. And this is embellishment, so this is leather on it, but it's it's different names. So you can have a Batty Lock or a Boonina or a Bruther or Ikna.
That's funny.
Anyways, it's cute. So again, with the embellishments, and they literally show you everything, and they tell you what fabric you need, the whole bit. So again, I don't have the fabric set, so I just went through, and if I didn't have orange and white polka dots, I picked something orange. Just so, because I really like the color flow of it. So this is a button from the embellishment, and this is vinyl. So I think that adds to it. And then we got some pumpkins, and then this is a bench, and it uses kind of like suede or velour sort of thing, but with something puffy underneath it so it looks comfortable to sit on. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you can see it better here. And yeah, it's like puffy foam, but puffier foam sort of thing. So another dress that you get, this is part of the embellishment. However, if you don't have the embellishment pack, then you can use, just a piece of organza. They show you how to do it. So isn't this cute? Isn't this cute? The little sign and everything. So it's puffy, so there's texture, which I think is really cool. So each step is laid out for you perfectly. Now, this is a little bit of sewing. You don't have to do it, but they're awful cute. And these are pretty small, and these are smaller. I played around with it. I didn't quite get my points to match up, but, I'll keep working on it. But everything you need to know for that is here. And these just make up the traditional quilt blocks. And then we get to sewing it together, and every single step that you need. And because if you have the rulers, you have the right squares and everything's straight, it's going to be a breeze to put together. And then the binding and extra stuff. So this is a little bit about the embellishments and how to do everything.
Chris Yost says the last mini quilt design is now available as a pillow.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
And somebody's asking if you could show the cover of the book again.
Okay, I will at the end. It'll be sitting here. I wanted to show you guys, they give you some extra bonus designs. So these are door hangers that are really cute, and they show you how to put those together. Enter at your own risk. This sewing room is scary. Yeah, I love that. That's perfect. But they show you how to make them, which is awesome. These are absolutely adorable, and they're just small little hoops that you can get. There we go. Yep, and then different embellishments that you can make. Now, these embellishments aren't included. It's just ideas. And a pumpkin pin cushion. I think I might have to make that one. So they give you all the details about exactly how to make it. So it's awesome. So then they talk more about the embellishment kit. And this is a nice spread of everything that you get in it. And I love details, so I just thought it would be fun just to have the right stuff, because I don't have sparkly purple or, anything like that. And I really like the look of the quilt exactly how it is. So I thought, yeah. Now, I love the pictures of the witches. I think it's really cute holding up the quilts, and they're just pictures, and you're done. So, it's this is the front of it now. It really caught my attention. I was really happy that it was 5x7. I think that's really cool. And with the rulers, it should make it a lot easier for me to sew everything up. But again, we're going to talk more about the rulers later. Wednesday, I'll do a vlog about it, and we'll try some different things. It'll be fun.
Nice.
As far as thread colors are concerned, they give you a list, and it's 2 shades of orange, a dark gray, a light gray, green, and of course I picked a very over-the-top green, purple, and kind of a beige color. So I have everything all together in my project bin, and I have my my fabric, whoops, I didn't get that far, sorry, my fabric ready to go, so it's super easy to get it going, and it's wonderful. So charm squares, layer cakes, it just worked out wonderfully for me when I could. I may have a little bit of excess fabric, but hey, it's okay. So let me get my hoop, my 5x7 hoop. Whoops, it's stuck. Oh, I got it. So my 5x7 hoop, and we're gonna stitch the spider that says eek. So I don't need this yet. That's my applique piece. I have already fused my stabilizer on the back. Remember, not interfacing. Interfacing is thin. This is no-show mesh fusible, which makes a difference. And then, of course, I have my no-show mesh regular that I always use. So now, in the instructions, it says to find the center, and which is helpful, I do understand, but I don't have the right equipment to make any difference on it. So it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to do it anyways. And what you want is this basically in the center of the hoop. And if you have your grids, this is when you could use your grids. I don't have them, but I can eyeball it well enough. And I did make mine a little bit extra wider, so
The 4 marks that they put on the frame help out quite a bit if you don't have the template.
well, yes,
Makes it easier
you
to
guys
eyeball.
can't see it, but you could draw on them. You could, I've got it right
You
here.
can kind of see your crease mark.
Yeah, you could, when you're ironing on the back part, you could, iron it in half and then in half and then mark it and then leave it. It would be fine. So we need stabilizer, we need fusible, and we need fabric. And that's how it is going to be put together. So you want everything hooped for sure. Now I'm just going to trim down my stabilizer. Don't do this. Don't do it. I do it for the camera, because if it's all over the place, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So this is not for you. Don't look. Don't look.
No.
No, that's right. So anyways, when I'm not on camera, I do not do this, just so you know. Okay, Dawn, over to the luminaire. We're going to get this started. So if you had purchased the quilting designs, this is when you could use them. I don't have them, so, what are you going to do? So let's do our placement.
Somebody put a link in for the download.
Yeah, I just didn't. This one is so cute. And 5x7 hoop, and we have a ton of room. I'm like, oh yeah. So the next step is we're going to put this down and make sure, because I'm using black thread. So charm square, yay. I was so happy I could use charm squares. It just saves me cutting anything out. Like, yep. So there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. It should stitch it down twice. Yep. Don't put your fingers in the way either. Did anyone notice my Halloween nails?
A couple of people commented on
Yep.
them, yes.
Halloween nails. Okay, so for these designs, they recommend not trimming until you're going to do the satin stitch. It's kind of not necessarily what we do, but let's just listen to their rules. So before the satin stitches go on, that's when we're going to trim. So this is a little bit of cross stitch, and it's going to say eek. Oh, and it's very cute. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's a cross stitch.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I like it. I like it.
So I should also mention the total design stitch time for this one is 8 minutes. So although the, quilt, the whole quilt looks very, I figured hours upon hours upon hours stitching. I don't think it's going to be that bad because I did like 3 blocks yesterday and I found each of them quite enjoyable. I can't wait for the embellishments. I think that's going to be the most fun.
I love the details in it.
Yeah, and I love details like that, so I thought, what the heck. If you're in Canada, specifically Ontario, Kawartha Quilting, Kawartha, what's the full name of it? If you put... Yeah, Kawartha Quilting Shop, that's where I get all my stuff. They also have AccuQuilts, up-to-date AccuQuilts, so that's just what I do. So the eek is very cute. And now we're going to do our little spider guy. Let's do our little spider guy. But each block has got a lot of detail, but it doesn't take forever to stitch. And I think it's kind of cool, really, that they're all small. I think it's going to be a fascinating quilt when we get this done. So I like the eek. I really like the eek. And the spider is shaping up to be pretty cute too. Oh, he's cute. So this is going to be in an embroidery ring, which I also think is really cute. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to cut it because I don't have the square rulers. I will figure it out. I don't think Sweet Pea has the right size of it. I'll figure it out. Mark the center and go from there. Oh yeah, he's cute. He's a cute spider for sure. Okay, so the next step, we need to trim before we do the next step. So let's go back to the desk, Dawn.
Yep.
Now, this is a little bubbly here. If you wanted to put fusible, just like heat and bond light on the back, or the dime, I can never remember what it's called, but the dime fusible stuff is beautiful. It's light and soft, just to make it completely flat. I might do that on the next one, just to see. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute, Don? It's so cute. It's so cute. That's awesome. I love it. All right, so quick trim, and we're going to go back to the machine, Dawn. And we are going to take our black, and we're going to change it for silver. So remove the black. There we go. And we don't need black anymore. And put on my silver. which is gonna look cool, I think. And this is for the closure for the embroidery hoop thingy. So there we go. Everything's nice and flat. I'm liking how it looks. So silver is going to do the clasp thingy. And then all we have to do is the outside and we're done. And I think that's pretty cool for a block. Pretty darn cool. And I think it's a lot of fun. If you have a half an hour, you could do a block or two. I enjoy having everything pre-cut, for sure. Okay, another quick thread change. And we're going to switch to a brown for the wooden hoop, embroidery hoop. So I have kind of a light colored, kind of beige brown. It should be perfect, for sure. The other thing I really like about it is there's not 10 million colors either. Like thread colors, you don't have to, you know, figure out what thread color goes where and find it. And oh, I don't have it. It's all like basic colors.
Elizabeth's asking if you're using Kingstar.
I did not. However, that would have been a fantastic idea. Yeah, that would have been a great idea. For sure. Did you not put the overhead on when I'm changing thread?
I did.
Oh. I saw my hands.
Just at the last minute.
So, it is going to do some zigzag stitches, which I absolutely love.
The one he says she's making was using glow-in-the-dark for background color.
Oh yeah, I have some of that happening. Just a little bit. I have
Dark thread or material?
no, I have some glow in the dark material.
She's talking about the thread. That would be cool.
I think that would be awesome. Great ideas. Great ideas for sure. I will go and look at the quilting again and see. If I had to choose between the quilting designs and the orange pop square rulers, it's a tough call.
I let you borrow my glow-in-the-dark thread.
Yours? I have some.
No, it's mine. You have some?
Yeah.
I thought maybe I had something you didn't. I was all
No.
excited. Man.
Dream on, bud. Dream on. All right, I'm going to put this guy on.
Magnifier.
Just for fun?
Just for fun.
Did everyone see what I did with the magnifier on my other machine? I thought everyone would laugh.
It worked.
I duct taped it because I'm like, yeah, I want this for sewing. Sewing, please. It's cool. It fits the luminaire absolutely perfectly, of course, but it doesn't, there's no place to put it on my brother Quilt Club sewing machine, just sewing. There's nothing more than just sewing on it. And so I duct taped it. And I put a picture up in the group and said, do what you gotta do.
It worked.
Yeah, it was super handy. Duct tape does fix everything. So I think I picked the perfect color for this. I think it's awesome.
Thank you, Isabel, for 5.
Thank you.
And she says, you picked a great design, Sue.
Well, I thought it would be a whole lot of fun, and you know, we'll talk about the rulers. I need a little more time to experiment with the rulers. Oh my, that is a fantastic view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I should almost put it back. That's cool. I love the magnifier. Alright, I'll put it back. Just while it's doing the satin stitches. There. Eek! So you can see all the little stitches there. That's awesome.
I love the eek and the cross stitch form. That's cool.
I think it's really cute. But how easy is this to do? And I just thought, you know what? This is so much fun. Oh yeah, amazing view.
It looks like a fairly complicated project, but it really isn't.
It really isn't. It really isn't. Which I think is really cool because when people look at it, when you're done, they're going to think, oh my goodness, you spent months and months doing it, whereas you didn't. So if you have these designs, get started. That's all I can say. Get started. I wonder if it'll fit my Quattro or Brothers sewing machine. You have to look it up. As far as I know, the magnifiers only fit the X, if there's an X in the name, but I could be wrong on that. I can see some uses for it for embroidery, but 100% for sewing. So, I mean, it's okay, for sure.
Cheryl
right.
says she has a magnifier on her Elna 920 and uses it sometimes.
Yeah. For the, can we go back to the dust on?
Yeah.
For the embroidery, I can see, you know, if you wanted to watch how a stitch is being formed, or if you're cleaning it, or what about changing a needle, making sure you get it far up enough, or if you have to, God forbid, manually thread something, you could see it. But it's also nice just to watch as well. But for sewing, I mean, for sure sewing. So look what we did just in our little bit of time. Look at this. Isn't it adorable? So you can picture these two together. Now this one's going to be in a square. But isn't that cute? Eek.
I love it.
I picked the perfect color for around the outside. So I will figure out how to cut this one out because in the book it said it was a square. But let's look here. Now I am going to sew everything together the way it is. Oh, there's 3 in a row. There's 3 in a row here.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of cute. And I love this, one of my favorite things, all the different size squares on it and rectangles, but they all fit together. So a couple of them are manually sewn together, and the rest are on the embroidery machine. And I think my favorite is the witches and the fabric for sure. So, yeah, if you guys have this, get stitching. If you don't, then you can enjoy watching because we're going to be talking about it just because they're really great designs. And doing a quilt like this, it caught my attention the first time I saw it because it's all Halloween stuff and it's cute Halloween stuff. I think it's going to look fantastic up on the wall, and I think it's a lot of fun. Stephanie says, eek, so cute. I know. And if you don't have the embellishments, you can improvise. And if you don't have the fabric set, like I don't, you can also improvise. You could use solid colors. That would be just as cute.
You had a pretty good stash of Halloween fabric.
I do. Yes. I do, for sure. And Wednesday on the vlog, we're going to talk about the rulers and a few other things to do. Jill, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and share it. If there's any of your embroidery friends that are interested in the Kmberbell but are too afraid to start, this is the video for you. And we'll do a couple more of the squares, and I will update you on my vlog, you know, how my progress is and, you know, get stuff stitched together. Sue, you've inspired me to start this project. All right, just a few more things to get.
Mission accomplished.
Yep, mission accomplished. It's a lot of fun, and it's way easier than you think. And you know what? It's going to be kind of fun doing an entire quilt with a 5x7 hoop. I think that is awesome. It's awesome. So give the video a like, share with your friends, join the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.